Hey, all happy Monday. It's the start of a brand new week, and we have quite a bit of a show here for you today. Trent and I were arguing, wrestling, arm wrestling.
I won, if you were curious.
I wouldn't be that. I don't try that anymore. Come on now.
You did beat Tommy in an arm wrestle. At Journeyman. Was that last year at our meetup? Yeah, he did beat Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, you know I took you down.
I'll see if we can find a picture of that and put it up here. Tommy did get beat.
Tommy's just being nice to an old man. That's what he's doing. He's just, yeah. He's just giving up for the old guy. I don't want to make him look silly in front of all these people. That's what really happened.
Should I put it up there?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'll see if I can find it.
Hey, it was a good time. But yeah, no, we have, the fact of the matter is this, guys. We have a ton of stuff coming in. We have a ton of stuff that sits over on that table over there. And your mom gets pretty irritated about that, because it just keeps accumulating and accumulating. But I like it on the table over there because I have a visual to pick out, what we want to do for some shows.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, it would be impossible for us by the end of the year to complete what we want to check out, taste for you people, for you folks out there, if we do one bottle reviews. It's just not going to happen.
No, it would go into like March of next year.
It just wouldn't happen. So, we picked 3 bottles that are kind of supposed to be bangers. Trent and I haven't had a taste of none of them at this point, so we'll see about that.
I'm looking at them. They all vary in price point, and they're all different varieties. Mm-hmm. We got a rye, we got a bourbon, and we got an American whiskey.
Well, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either until just now. So we got a smorgasbord.
You got a little smorgasbord of whiskey up here.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
For you.
Which one are we starting with?
I don't know. I just line them up this way. You can reline them if you want, but I've got the Starlight.
No, let's start with that one.
I got Starlight up here first. Now, it's an Indiana distillery. We've never been there. Maybe we'll get there at some point in time. But the main reason I wanted to get this, I've been texting Harry about it, is that I've seen it, even in Instagram circles, this other thing. There's a lot of, bourbon connoisseurs that rank this in their top 5 of 2025 so far. We'll see where they're at the end of the year.
Interesting.
But they are claiming that this is a most definite top 5 contender.
We'll see about that.
And really speaking highly of it. That's the reason why I wanted to get it. Now, here's the bad part, right? It is this. No, listen, this is the highest aged stated whiskey that's ever been put out by Starlight.
Okay, is it? I was just
yeah, and I know they have a rich history of the farm down there. The farm's been in the family for 180 years.
I like that.
All the grain to glass. We can go through all that stuff. This one in particular is 8 barrels of whiskey that were aged in a cask that I wrote down that. Or no, it's actually in their little card thing that comes in with the box. Bear with me. All right, Trent. What was it? Sagamore Moreau ICONE casks. Icone?
How do they have a tilde or something?
Yeah, it's got a little thing on top of it.
Okay. A cone. Yeah, we'll say that. A cone.
Yeah, and supposedly these are. I did a quick look, and it's just supposed to be super expensive. It's a cooperage, you said, or something like that. It's a super expensive oak casks. So top-notch stuff. As far as they did their due diligence to try to make this as glorious as they possibly can.
I respect that. I do.
It's kind of an out of the box mash bill, which I appreciate.
Oh, is it?
It's 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley. So that malted barley's up there.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Hey, I got mad props for some out of the box thinking. I love it. Throwing something out there like that. So
I love it.
Here's the bad part. $250. That's steep. I probably would have never even talked to Harry about this bottle if I hadn't seen all that,
the hubbub about
all the folks out there
Instagram,
on social media and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens here. That gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. Pretty pricey though. Pretty pricey.
I've had a couple bottles of Starlight. Granted, they were finishes. I had a blueberry VDN and a couple other ones that just sounded really interesting. Yeah. That to me, they were good, but they weren't rebuys. The best pick I've ever had was from the Bourbon Junkies, and I think it was when I was on Matt Madness 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
They did, I think it was the Midsummer Night Stream. It was they called it that after the Midwinter Night Stream because I believe it tasted similar, but it had some summer vibes in it.
Do you remember the bottle that Carlos sent me? It was
the
the
Starlight?
Yeah, it was blackberry jam or something like that. And, you know,
Yeah, with your yeah.
or something. But it was really good too. That bottle he sent me. But if I'm going to be truthful, if I'm just going to be 100% truthful here, there's really nothing that I've had from Starlight so far that I'd be like, wow, that knocked my socks off. Good. I would never say it's garbage or bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I've never had one that I was like blown away by.
I would agree. I think they do a lot of whiskey well, and they just do so many finishes. I don't think this is just my honest opinion. I don't think they've like nailed down like a really solid core product yet. I think they're spread a little bit too thin with all the stuff they want to do, and haven't like
they do have a lot of finishes.
Haven't like tunnel visioned on a specific release. Granted, they do a lot like double oaks and a bunch of different wine finishes and things.
Yeah, for sure. All right, but, well, enough talk. I am looking forward to this, so hopefully it's good.
Oh, I don't smell a lot.
I'm just getting like a quintessential bourbon vibe coming out here is really all I'm getting. It's not a rich and powerful aroma. That doesn't mean anything about the sip, but for the aromas are concerned, I'm getting like the deep brown sugar type. There's a little bit of oak in there, absolutely.
Do you get any cucumber?
No, I can't say I'm getting any cucumber.
I get a little cucumber.
Have you had, that's a rabbit hole, but I saw this thing and I got it. It's like salt and vinegar mixed like in a powder and the same thing. And I put that on cucumbers now.
Where'd you get it? Like Amazon?
Yeah.
I gotta try it because I ordered some cucumbers.
I got
today.
plenty. It came in a little bigger.
I'll try that
it's
today.
Wonderful.
That sounds fantastic.
I love it.
I was trying to do like a I think Harry made like I don't know if it's like an Indian dish or what, but it was cucumber and they put salt and lime and I think it was like a chutney type of a thing on it, and they just like whipped it up with some like red onions and I think tomatoes. I picked the tomatoes out because I'm not a big tomato fan, but it was delicious.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and make that this week. Anyways, yeah, this is like quintessential. I think I get something a little like twangy, and I would imagine that's that higher malted barley content. But it's nice.
That could be.
It's leaving me kind of like scratching my head a little bit.
It's pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasant. Okay.
Just on the nose, this is one of those ones where I would just want to like let it open up over a couple hours and just like experience it.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, wow. Oh. What's the proof on that?
Good point. I didn't mention it's 120, I think, but let me look.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That was the first sip of the day, too. That's why I was like,
I haven't eaten anything yet either.
You better not sip too much. 120.3. 120.3. So, yeah, I'm going to take another sip of that. I will say this. The aromas were not that rich or powerful. Boy, but the taste is definitely rich. Definitely. Let's see if we can dive in here a little bit more.
There is a definite, like, rich, dark brown sugar type of a thing. It's leaning like a little bit. It's a little bitter, but in a nice way. I think it leads a little bit more towards like a molasses type of a vibe. I honestly get a little bit of a graham cracker note in there, which is really pleasant.
Yeah, and I'm digging. I'm really digging that high barley count.
Yeah.
It's lending a burly aspect.
Yeah.
To the whiskey. Like.
I really like. Subject for a different day. No, I wish distilleries would do like a little bit more of this experimentation with a higher malt.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be 100%.
Yeah.
But like this 20%, maybe even like a 30%, or toss some like rolled oats in there, like a 20%. What did we just try the other day? It was it's a Frey Ranch video that's coming out here in the next week or two, and I'm on a work trip in Atlanta.
Yeah, don't let the cat out of the bag on that. That was delicious.
You'll see what we're talking about in that video, but I give mad props to them on the 20% malted barley, especially experimenting for such a like this is a momentous release for them. The first 10 year, like that's cool.
Absolutely, and the packaging is beautiful. Did you see the topper and everything, Trent? Yeah, it's really really beautiful. There's a nice insert there in the topper too. It's very well done. It's more of a decanter style packaging, which I think is fantastic. I'm enjoying the sip quite a bit, actually. I love the proof point.
The proof point's nice.
It's going to give you a little bit of a different flavor profile than what you might be used to a more regulated type of mash bill with a lower malted barley count. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't really call it crafty. You may think it might be some folks may assimilate that to just a tiny bit of a crafty note. Maybe.
I can see what you mean because of that barley. It's
that little bit of, and there's, Trenton's right, there's a tiny bit of bitterness on that oak, but to me, that lends to the depth of the sip. It doesn't take over it. It doesn't ruin it. I think it's really good. Unfortunately, it's going to happen. It's going. You guys, do you think it's worth $250? I don't. Unfortunately, no.
I think this would be a good $100 to $120 bottle. At this price point, I don't think it quite cuts the mustard for the price. It is a momentous occasion. They did use these fancy oak casks that I can't even pronounce.
And that could be we have no idea the costs.
I have no idea.
And all I can tell you is how we enjoyed the sip, and we did. But money's money, and $250 is
right. And I can imagine that there's a lot of people that just automatically are just out because it's $250.
Sure.
If you're trying to reach more people with with such a momentous product, I feel like you would want to. I don't know, but then again, Westward's $250, so it just all depends,
That's right.
For me, this isn't worth $250.
Yeah, but hopefully we described it well enough to where you, the consumer, may think it is worth $250, and I'm happy for you if you do it. If you got this already, please let us know if you're enjoying it, because honest to God, I see some of those people, they're loving it. And they're putting it up there in their top 5 for 2025.
And I'll say this: it's almost the end of September, which is wild. I don't know where 2025 went, but
exactly.
I would say this at least deserves to be in the
conversation
bottles on the table that
for
we
limited
sip
releases?
for limited releases of 2025.
I can go.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, bud. This is talking your language now. We got some rye whiskey.
I haven't had this yet.
I haven't either.
It's been down here for maybe like a week or two.
Yeah.
That's we're trying to figure out where to kind of
get all this
in.
That's why we did this 3-bottle show today. Sagamore 10-year.
$80.
When he said that, I was like, wait, what?
Because
$80?
Get this, you can get the I don't know what the proof is on this.
I'm getting it.
110.8.
110.8.
The Old Ezra 7, which I think is a fantastic rye whiskey, is a 7-year-old product at like $70, I think, or $70 or $80. And I think it's like 115 or like 114. Maybe it's a little bit less. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. This is their own. This is distilled in Indiana, so this is 10-year MGP.
Okay. All right. So since there's some of their MGP that they had that they just let sit, until it was 10 years.
I will say we just got back from we did a little meetup in Columbus. Big shout out to JD for setting up the meetup and everything else. It was a fantastic event. We got to meet a lot of cool people.
What a great time.
Virginia brought, I think it was their 7-year or their 6-year bottled and bond that is their own distillate. I about fell over.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance.
It was amazing. I have one. I just have to find it. She sent me one like a month and a half ago. It's in a box somewhere. I might have lost it. So I gotta.
So just wait when that gets up to that 8-year mark and so forth, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is.
It's so
the aroma's very good.
It's like maple, mint,
with a slight cherry note in there.
It's delightful.
Yeah, without question. Yeah, there's definitely a cherry note in there too, which I'm adoring.
If I was at somebody's house and they poured this and they're just like, "Hey man, you got to try this," and I just took a whiff of it, I'd fall out of my seat. I think this is to die for. This is fantastic.
It's really good. It's really good.
The
aromas don't. It doesn't indicate to me that this is going to be extremely high rye content.
Yeah.
All those notes that come with that. This is very, very pleasant. It reminds me of the barrel pick that we did. That you picked. We did 2 that year. That was not last year, but the year before. And you did one that was a little bit more of the rye characteristics. I did one that was more bourbon friendly.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that bottle.
Yeah.
It does. That I like, that I chose. It's wonderful.
My notes might be off today. I know that I'm usually spot on. It kind of smells a little bit like asparagus.
You just ruined that sip for me. Why'd you do that, man? Asparagus.
Smell that sucker, man.
I don't get no asparagus, man. I don't.
I do. It's a nice baked asparagus.
Well, I'll tell you what, before you ruin the sip for me, there was a cherry note in there that was to die for, honestly. It was really good. That cherry is just wonderful.
I almost get like this coffee mocha aspect to it a little bit. There's something that to me leans a little bit more towards like barley.
I am telling you that this is so, to me, fairly reminiscent to that barrel pick that we chose. It's cherry cola. That was the biggest note that I got of our barrel pick that we did.
Dude, that's
cherry
really good.
cola. So this reminds me of that cherry cola, that cola aspect to it.
I get that, and the mint carries. It's not like super in your face. It's like a supporting character, I think. Mm-hmm. I think that like viscosity from the maple that I got on the nose is 100% there, and so like that cherry cola is a great one. Mm-hmm. And then I get this I get a little bit of like this mocha coffee-esque type thing in the back. I don't know what that's coming from.
Great.
But it's delightful.
$80. That's a value.
This is going to be in one of the top.
Oh, well, that's a value. I was floored when he told me that before we pressed play on the camera, and I'm floored now after the tasting. So let's move on to Parker's Heritage, Trenton. Parker's Heritage. Now, a lot of you folks out there, you look forward to the Parker's Heritage. They're usually all pretty good. I don't know if I've ever been disappointed tasting a Parker's Heritage. I've never had them all. Trenton hogged that one that was the rye several years ago.
What do you mean hogged it?
You took it to your house, and I've never seen it since.
You want it back? I'll give it back to you.
No, you're good.
So I wanted to make sure that I was correct in this, so bear with me here. This is the 19th edition of Parker's Heritage, comprised of 160 barrels from multiple rick houses. This is a blend. It includes 15-year-old Kentucky straight wheated bourbon. So you were right at the beginning.
Yeah, I heard some scuttlebutt about wheat. Okay, go ahead.
11-year-old Kentucky straight corn whiskey and 12-year-old whiskey made from only 2 grains rye and malt. So there's a lot going on in here. Wow. And if you go on the website, this is just the Heaven Hill website. It'll tell you the warehouse and all that stuff. I don't really care about that. It doesn't mean anything to me. Okay. So there's a lot going on in here.
That's good information.
Rye and malt, dude.
Good to know.
Forget about it.
Yeah, this is going to be very intriguing for sure. 120 proof, another one, 122.5 proof. Aged 11 years. 11 years is the age, the stated age on the bottle.
$179.99. Also, Parker's is one that's not. It's a one-time-a-year release. They're always different. I don't think Parker's has done anything the same across all 19 releases.
And I respect the fact that it's one release a year.
And please keep it that way.
Please.
This is one of the ones that I look forward to the most just because I know it's always a little bit different. Granted, it is not a cheap bottle.
No, it's not.
$179.99 for an 11-year, essentially. But there's other stuff in it. They just don't give like the percentages and stuff. So it could be 2%, 15-year high. Who knows?
Okay.
But I like that they do this. I like the Parkers and what they do with them.
I know you do.
I think it's fantastic.
I know you do. I don't hardly get them, so I don't really know.
Hey, you got one up there. Look at that. You got.
I knew it's coming. I knew he'd remember. As soon as I said that, I forgot there's one right behind us somewhere.
And I was like, wait a minute. I think you got one.
It's the only one I got. Wow. Well, there's definitely some nice cream corn note in there. I mean, like really nice. Not no corn whiskey type note.
Can you have nice cream corn though?
I can.
Do you like cream corn?
Maybe 100%.
What?
100%, dude. Oh my god, yeah, you can.
It just looks like you put corn in vanilla pudding, man. Is it?
I don't want to. But it smells good. It tastes good. I don't care if you say it looks like vanilla pudding. Come on.
Nasty. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's here. Like buttery too, kind of.
I'm getting like a light. Yeah. It's like buttery, but it's like a brown butter almost.
Okay,
kind
sure.
Of thing.
I can go with that. Yeah, it's like smooth, buttery, slight hint of cream corn.
It smells carbonated. if that makes a lick of sense. I get a little bit of this light, like if you're in like a field of strawberries after harvest season.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like pure raw strawberries. It's very light, even lighter than like a cream saver.
I love that. I kept dipping in there trying to figure out what that faint fruit note is, but I love the way you said that. Yeah, I think that's perfect. A little light strawberry cream note.
Dude, but that cream corn note is like kind of spot on, and I'm mad about it because I hate cream corn.
I know you do. Is it a texture thing or just
texture thing?
Because I know you'll eat corn on the cob or something. Like
so I'll eat corn on the cob, and I'll like get corn in my Chipotle bowls and everything else.
Sure.
But like cream, it's a texture thing, and I also don't think that corn belongs in cornbread. Who wants to be gnawing on a piece of bread and then you get like some little kernel squirt halfway through the freaking bite? That's horrible.
I do.
That's nasty.
100% I do.
You get the jiffy mix of the cornbread, and you don't add any corn in it.
Trent needs to go sometime on one of our trips to a true Southern style restaurant.
I would love that. I'm not doing
true blue, wonderful Southern style cooking, man.
Please let us know the best Southern food that we could get in whatever state you're in.
Yes.
Because I'll be in Atlanta in a week or two.
I love it.
And if there's something that I can go to, maybe I'll pop out of work and just go eat some soul food instead. Oh. But I won't do collard greens.
I will not pass on the collard greens. Absolutely.
That's one of the I don't get it.
I love it when they have a little bit of that vinegary bite to it too.
What is it?
You got that savory smoked meat usually in there, whether it be bacon or a turkey leg or something in there that they cooked it with. You got that vinegary, so you get that little bit of a citrus bite, not citrus, but acid bite is what I'm looking for to it.
You got the salt, fat, acid, heat thing with maybe without the heat. But what is a collard?
I love it. I love collard greens.
So this is a dumb question.
I love greens in general. I love that, man.
Is it like
And bring on the beans too, because I know he hates those too. Bring them on, baby. Bring them on.
Are collard greens? Is it like the name of the dish, or is there like a green name of collard green? You know what I mean? Is it like spinach and they just like make a bunch of?
I think a lot of times they call them greens because some of them can include mustard greens with the collard greens. Some of them just do use collard greens.
Mustard?
You wash them, destem them, you cut them up. Yeah, I love it, dude.
Never heard of that.
Especially when they're done right. Holy cow, man! I worked with a lady in the mill. I'm sorry, we'll make this.
I love it.
I worked with a lady in the mill, man. Her name was Shirley. She's the sweetest lady. Sometimes she got mad though. Boy, you knew it.
Was she the crane operator?
Yes, she was. She's a crane operator. She was like as big as Grammy, but she was picking them 50,000-pound coils up, and she was like a tank up there, baby. She was just rolling. But a truck driver get out of step or something, she'd be out that crane cab hollering at him. They'd be like, "Sorry, man, we'll get back in here." But, we had good conversations.
Yeah.
And she liked to cook, and so she'd bring me stuff in, man. So she brought some greens in. I was like, oh, Lord help me. It was so good. It was wonderful.
It's like one of the guys that used to work with you for drywall. He used to bring the tamales for like around Christmas time. Yeah. Oh, man.
That was Alfredo.
Those were fantastic.
Yes, they were.
I've never had anything that good in my life.
Yes, they were. All right.
So anyway, we're reviewing whiskey, right?
I'm sorry.
We should start a food channel. Trenton tries collard greens and other nasty food, cream corn.
One day when I was at the mill, Shirley came. She goes, "Kurt, I made some bacon. You want some bacon?" Because when you're in the mill, you just a rough talker. That's just the way it goes. That's just how it works in there. And, sure. She dug in her pocket. And she had bacon wrapped up in like 3 or 4 napkins. Here you go. Take a couple of them right there. Thank you.
I respect that.
I ate them.
Man, what a good gift.
I ate them.
I would too.
Doggone right. All right. Sorry.
It smells good.
Yeah, let's go.
Wrong pipe?
Almost. I was just so shocked. My head went up and it kind of almost went down the wrong pipe there. But man,
it's delightful.
That was a wild sip though.
Did you get cinnamon in there?
I got to taste again. I just kind of like all different types of flavors. There's like a freight train going on in there. That was wild.
There's a lot going on in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. And I think I really like it.
Yeah, it's just that is not what I expected.
Not at all. It's still going. Like that lingers for a long time. The viscosity is amazing.
That is kudos to them again. Like I spoke over here with the mash bill, that is so far outside the box, something that you're not used to as far as bourbon sipping is concerned.
I don't want to get on my soapbox. I'll just make this brief. I hope that in 2026 we start to see a lot more experimentation from distilleries. Mm-hmm. Somebody, I think it was Doran, I know that's his Discord name, brought me a sample at the Columbus meetup yesterday. It was the 2014 rolled oats from Jim Beam. Mm-hmm. It was fantastic. It was. I don't know why they don't do stuff like that anymore. They got too big for their britches, and now they're just not experimenting. But like, leave it to Heaven Hill / Parker's for going outside the box for this release. This is really nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of. Boy, this is hard for me to describe. There's darker notes. Mm-hmm. Let's start there. There's darker notes. There is a little bit of that cornbread note in there, but just it's slight. But it's more darker and richer type. But I so bad want to say brown sugar, but I so bad think that's not right.
It's like a blonde brown sugar or something. It's not quite. I think it's a little bit lighter. The only thing for me, it's weird because the viscosity is really nice, but it's like this is almost like I know you won't necessarily get this reference, but it's like a blonde roast coffee. Like it's lacking just a little bit of depth, but it's also really like refreshing and different.
I like where you're going with the whole coffee thing.
Yeah.
I am not a coffee drinker, never have been. I've never had anything to do with any kind of, what'd you say, blonde roast coffee?
Yeah, so it'll be like blonde roast, medium roast, dark roast. So like
my palate's not going to be familiar with that. But I like how you drew that together with something like that, because I wouldn't be able to explain that properly. But I dig what you're saying there. I like that.
Because it's not like when you order like a blonde roast, you know that it's not going to be super like dark and bitter in flavor. It's going to be a little bit lighter.
Okay.
I don't usually order blonde roast. I usually get dark roast. Maybe I should try that.
Maybe that'll work for me.
It might. I usually get dark roast or like an espresso blend or something like that leans a little bit more bitter. Mm-hmm. So this is almost the opposite of what I would get if I'm drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. And it to me is kind of similar.
Yeah.
In how the flavor profile comes across. I would love to know what like the actual mash bill is for this this like rye and malt 12-year whiskey that they have going on. Right. Because I feel like I'm getting quite a bit of that malt in there.
Quite a bit of the malt.
And it's delightful.
Absolutely. Quite a bit of the malt in there. Well, you know what? I know I'm lacking a little bit on the description on this one. I apologize for that, but hopefully you got a little bit of the drift of it. But for me, Trent, I'm telling you right now, to bring us to the end of the show, man, this is the star of the show for me.
I would agree.
This is fantastic. I like this next, and unfortunately, the $250 bottle, I do like it. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think all of these on the bar top today, I think it was a good tasting.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to rank what I'm tasting here today, it'd be Sagamore 1, Parker's Heritage 2, and Starlight 3, if I'm going to be honest about it.
For releases that have come out this year, I think not only including rye whiskey, this is one of the better deals of the year for what you get. Mm-hmm. Because it is a 10-year product. It is definitely. It's not lacking the proof. It's 110.8. 110.8.
Definitely got some meat and potatoes in there. You can sense the age in that rye whiskey. It's got some nice barrel notes in there too. Some cherry cola stuff going on. It's a lot going on in there for $80. What a deal.
And I also think, to your point about the picks that we did, I don't think this is like one of those ones that if you're not a big rye fan, that you should necessarily miss out on. I think there's a lot going on in here that kind of leans a little bit more for me towards like a burr rye type of thing.
I agree with that. Yes, I would tend to describe it the same way. It leans more towards a bourbon drinker's style rye.
I would agree.
Than maybe what you and Kent would really love.
But I still love this.
Yeah, no, I get it. But you know what I'm saying. You know where I'm coming from.
I was a little worried as Sagamore gets older and older and older that there's gonna come to a point when I don't know if they plan on doing an 11 and a 12 and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But at what point does it get too oaky? I feel like for MGP rye, since this is technically distilled in Indiana, it's MGP rye.
Yeah, well.
Like MGP rye at 8 years is fantastic. I've never had an MGP over 10 years.
Trenton, we just got our barrel pick in not that long ago that the folks are enjoying right now from Short Barrel. That was phenomenal. And what was the age on that one?
That was a 12-year MGP at 134
right.
proof, and it was ridiculous.
It's insanity.
It's ridiculous.
So who knows what they may come out with here.
I would implore them to bump the proof up at that 12-year mark, because I don't know what of course it varies barrel by barrel, but the pick we did at Short Barrel was nuts.
It was
Ridiculous.
All right, guys, we've rambled on enough here.
This is at least 30 minutes.
And it's just fun. It's just fun to be down here and shooting the breeze with Trent and having fun.
It's not all about the review.
Sharing with you folks too. It's kind of like we're all together. You're all sitting right here at the bar and we're just checking some stuff out and chatting. So we appreciate the time. We appreciate you guys taking the time to sit down there and enjoy these shows. We enjoy them just as much as you do. So thank you for that. All right. That's all we got for you today. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time right here. Trent and me. I missed a word, didn't I?
Right. Where's the down?
Right down. I knew it. That's why I looked over there, because Trent is like he's like a ritual guy. He's got his things he does.
Everybody's got the routine. Right here, down. I was like, nah, that doesn't sound right.
Trent and me right down here in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.